accounting business model is pretty simple. You still have the same entrepreneur here who's trying to build his business. But this is not just any entrepreneur. He's the new generation entrepreneur who understands that it is more important to work on his business rather than in his business. So he's not going to go out and try to find the bookkeeper and the full charge bookkeeper or the office manager and try to patch his way through his accounting initiative. Rather than he's going to rely on hiring experts who knows what they're doing, and in this case an outsourced accounting department, which is a separate business who have dedicated themselves to building accounting departments like DeepSky. And this outsourced accounting department will have a structure that looks something similar to this, where you have controllers up top, and these are your most experienced accountants, and then senior accountants in the middle, and finally accountants, or at DeepSky what we would like to call them accounting ninjas. Because they do some pretty amazing stuff. Let's give this guy a headband right here like a ninja. And because the outsourced accounting department is in the business of building an accounting department, they should essentially have not unlimited but really resourceful. They should be really resourceful when it comes to hiring, training, and building an accounting department with qualified accountants, right? And a good accounting department should already have the tools that they use picked out. And tools are softwares, technologies, such as it can be hardware technology like scanners for scanning the bills, or it can be software technology like accounting system, general ledgers, or expense tracking system, CRM, or inventory system. So all of those technologies should already be sourced, picked out by the accounting department, and at the same time, processes, or what most would call best practices, or at DeepSky we like to call it next practices, should already be developed and sourced out. So everybody in this accounting department knows exactly what role they play in this big machine, and what are the steps they go through, and what are the tools that they use. So the entrepreneurs over here doesn't have to worry about it, and that really opens up the conversation between the entrepreneur and the controller to focus on what really matters, which is to communicate their business model to the accounting department so that whatever they do here makes sense, make business sense on this end, and then more importantly, what type of information is the entrepreneur wanting to get out of this entire process, this entire initiative. So what useful information can the accounting department provide so the entrepreneur can go on and continue to build his business? So this essentially it's a very basic form of an outsourced accounting department model. And then because the core competency is building this, then the entrepreneur doesn't have to worry about staffing and filling a role, or increasing staff or decreasing staff. Essentially, he can pick the right team based on his needs, right? And then if his needs increases because the business grows, you can always select more, right? And then also the entrepreneur doesn't have to worry about is training, because we're all learning, right? We're all learning and growing, and an accounting department, is no exception. So the training happens right here. The best practices and the tools all happen at the accounting department, freeing the entrepreneur up to what really matters, the information that he like to get, and then how relevant are all these practices to his business, right? So that is essentially the outsourced accounting department model. And as an added bonus, because the outsourced accounting department not only works with one entrepreneur and one business, but a multitude of different businesses across the nation, some of them similar business model, other of them different, right? But they're all different businesses, and these are experienced. So essentially, the accounting department, the outsourced accounting department, learn at an accelerated rate when compared to a traditional in-house accounting department, because every time something happens on one of these business, every time a learning occurs at one of these business, the accounting department, a good accounting department essentially, can take that experience and then push it back out to all the other businesses that are their customers. So really this is, and we believe in it. We think this is the future of accounting. So instead of the entrepreneur having to build and find and put together the pieces, all he has to do is go out there and source his different options of accounting departments, and then go with the one that believes what he believes. And we see this, 3 to 5 years from now, that's the only way an entrepreneur will do their accounting. There's no other way, and that's just what we think. And there you have it. That's the basic of an outsourced accounting department, the business model, and its relationship to the entrepreneur. Thanks.